Yo, what's up guys? You got pokeaim here with another Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee Wi-Fi battle. Sorry about not uploading one yesterday. The main reason was I was working on the guide for team building in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee, which I ended up getting up yesterday really late at night, so I don't blame you if you missed it. But if you guys want to check it out, there is a link to it in the description. Basically, I give you tips and also showing you how to build in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. So for those that want to get better at that or don't know where to start, I think that video is a really good start. It's a long video, but I feel like everything I said was necessary. I would not have put it in the video if it was not necessary. But today we'll be using a team based around Mew. Mew is one of the best Pokemon in Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Eevee. It can be a nasty plot sweeper, it can be a bulk up sweeper, it can be a stall breaker with Taunt and Will-o-Wisp and having Roost as well, or it can be a U-turn momentum type of Pokemon to take a hit and then switch on out of there, being a nice pivot for other Pokemon. So it's a very good Pokemon. Shout out to Funbot for the squad. And yeah, we'll just hop into a game. If you guys want to see any of my previous Wi-Fi battles, if you want to suggest something down below for me to use, you can check out the playlist first, see if I use something that you might be suggesting. If not, feel free to leave it down below. And yeah, I'll pause it, guys, until we find a battle. Be right back. All right, guys, so we have a game, and really nice for Nasty Plot Mew. Obviously, being able to knock out Poliwrath. I have Flamethrower for Jinx. Golem is going to be knocked out by +2 Psychic anyway. Flamethrower for Alolan-Muk. Do got to worry about Gengar, but we do have our Muk for that. They are very, very, very weak to Venusaur as a lead too. I'm actually going to lead off of Venusaur as it pressures Poliwrath, Golem, and Dugtrio immediately with potentially Sleep Powder. Likewise, my opponent could obviously lead off a Jinx and potentially put everything to sleep on my team too. But I think we'll be good with that. Again, this is a really OU-ish based team. That I would actually use more so on Showdown than on here. But I want to show off Mew, and I think this is one of the better teams to be able to do that. At least a more offensive Mew. A support Mew, didn't want to use that too much on this. So it's really good too. Very, very good. I'm assuming either Jinx will be their lead or maybe Golem / Alolan-Muk if they want to lead something more defensive to get up rocks. Lead off with Jinx, very solid lead. Again, it's a good counter lead for my my Venusaur. That's probably actually the only reason why I lit off with it. Now, Melmetal is a really solid switch. Just want to check my team real quick. My set, Double Iron Bash, Ice Punch, Thunder Punch. Muk is also really good versus the Alakazam. So yeah, we'll go Melmetal here. If they Ice Beam instead of Lovely Kissing first, then it's better for me because that means the next turn they can actually miss. And I get to burn a turn of sleep, so. Goes right for Lovely Kiss, smart play. Now, that's a good initial turn because I think that I would either go Muk or Melmetal there. Now, if I'm my opponent, what I try and do is I try and get in Golem to get up rocks. Now, the reason Starmie is a really good double here is because if my opponent opts to stand in Nasty Plot up, Jinx for the most part cannot touch Starmie unless it is running Shadow Ball. Besides that, Starmie can actually beat it 1v1 with Scald, Thunder Wave, and Recover because it does resist its dual stab. And so the Starmie double works with if Jinx opts to stay in or if he opts to go Golem and get up rocks because then I get off a Scald. So yep, he tries to get in Golem now to get up rocks as I expected. This is why we made the no drawback free play for the most part. Again, Shadow Ball could have been the only thing. But we get in Starmie now. I can click Scald. Doesn't really switch in very well to this Pokemon. Zam could be potentially it, but I wouldn't mind Thunder Waving Zam for Mew. If Gengar comes in, it's going to take like 50% from Scald. Maybe more so 40. But yeah, at this point, he's in a situation where, okay, what am I going to give him to potentially Scald Burn? I think if I'm him, I go into either Gengar, only if I'm opting to Mega Evolve a Gengar, or I go Zam. One or the other. Jinx is, again, a decent mid-ground play, but only if it wants to try and go for sleep, I guess, again. Because Jinx will be able to take the hit. Yeah, so this is good because next attack can actually potentially KO. What we're going to do is one more time, we're going to make the Melmetal play. Just in case my opponent tries to put me to sleep again. I'm not going to bother talking about sleep clauses, whatever. But when I use Parasect and I start spoiling everybody, don't be getting upset about it, okay? Nah, I'll respect sleep clause myself. But sleep clause isn't standard, so yep. I figured a second Lovely Kiss might come out there. So we'll go into Starmie right here. One more time, I'll make the same double. Because of the 2 turns of burn, I believe that Jinx will be in range of my attack. At the same time, again, if they want to make that Golem play, I want to be able to be on top of that, right? They might, if they double Lovely Kiss, fantastic play. Goes for Ice Beam there. That's fine. I actually hope they freeze me because Scald is an auto thaw move, and that means they can't put me to sleep either. So this is where it gets interesting. Because Scald has a good chance to KO here, and I kind of want it. I want it. I definitely want it to burn. I mean, I want it to burn through my opponents, and I want it to put them down. I'm going to go for it. Hopefully it does pick them off. I barely miss out on the KO. As they do reveal the Shadow Ball. Okay. See, I would have been fine with that earlier on, too. Not going to knock me out, though. But my Starmie is incredibly low. Low enough to the point where it actually can't come in on Stealth Rock. So when Golem comes out later, I'm probably going to have to bring in Starmie directly on that Pokemon. I'm assuming right now you go Zam or Gengar. Only Gengar if you want to Mega Evolve. Otherwise, you go Alakazam here. I think that's always the play. I think Zam is the safer play too because you're not forced to Mega Evolve. Now, if he does go Alakazam, I'm going to go out into Muk. And the only reason I'm saving Starmie is because, oh, okay, Duck Trio. Dude, what if I'm... Are you going to try and Sucker Punch me? Is that the only thing? I'm going to recover here just in case they Sucker Punch. Because Starmie is usually faster than Duck Trio unless it's running Bold. I don't know if he knows I'm running Bold either. Yep. Like, he does not know if I'm running Bold based on anything. I haven't shown anything. So he tried to catch me right there, and I'm basically able to get my Starmie back. I'm out of range of Earthquake. And Starmie's just in. So that was a really... Basically, my opponent lost everything they went for. The best play right there would have been to go Alakazam, because it guaranteed outsped me no matter what. You wouldn't have to go for Sucker Punch, and you'd be able to knock me out. And now you're in a situation where, okay, are you going to sack Doug Trio here to the Scald just to get off some more Earthquake damage to put me at the exact same range that Jinx put me at? So, as you can see, that turn... My opponent had a really good turn because they had Shadow Ball to lower Starmie, and now they just lost everything. So, Sucker Punch won't knock me out. Earthquake should not knock me out either because I am Bold. And, yeah, like, that was just a play that you hadn't hit me with a physical attack yet. So, you had no way to tell if I was Bold Starmie or not. And I even have more HP to come back in on rocks, too. So, this should knock out Duck Trio. Yep. Nice. So, one more Pokemon that is faster than my, my Mew goes down. Unfortunately, it doesn't look like my Mew is doing anything right now. But maybe in game 2 it can. Little Timmy. Alright, goes out to Zam. Shadow Ball can knock me out, so can Dazzling Gleam. I'll go Muk here anyway. As Muk. And what I'm going to do is, I'm going to be really aggressive and just click Mega Drain immediately. As the dude goes out into Golem. He should go Golem. I'm going to click Mega Drain immediately. We ain't playing right here. Zam can't 2-hit KO Muk anyway. I mean, I guess if he... I don't really have to click Mega Drain, but I want to get back my health. And also... Yeah, he goes for Dazzling Gleam. Like, this works if he goes Poliwrath or if he goes Golem. So I get more out of the turn by going immediately for Mega Drain. I have Self-Destruct, by the way, for the Muk duos. Because it allows you to weaken it to the point of +2 Nasty Plot from... well, +2 Mew's Flamethrower. So it goes Poliwrath. Smart play instead of going Golem. Either way, I'm going to get some nice recovery here with Mega Drain. I'm going to say about 30% done to him. Yep. Get my nice recovery. So I'm right back out of range of a +1 Dazzling Gleam. Lovely. And he might Ice Punch here, but I'm able to bring out my Venusaur now. I guess the more offensive play would have been to go Mew. Yeah, he goes for Earthquake. So it has like a neutral all grounds move to maybe hit... Oh, it hit Muk, obviously. It hit Starmie for the KO. Hit Melmetal hard. It wasn't a bad play at all. Alright, so we can Mega Evolve here and just click Sleep Powder. Dude has no switch into it. He might go hard Zam, expecting me to Mega Drain. He might go Gengar. But if Gengar's asleep, then Mew can clean up late game. This is really, really, really nice for me. Especially if I land this on Gengar, that's fantastic. Because what I can do then is I can Leech Seed after. I do miss. I'm going to see if he has Taunt. I'm going to go for Sleep Powder again. Oh, he has Sub. Smart. Smart play. Not bad. Not bad at all. Not bad at all. Not blad. That's cool. Helps him avoid that. Miss was a little bit lucky, but that's my fault for using an attack that can miss. right? Nobody told me to use Sleep Powder. I could have used anything else. Last time I used Earthquake just specifically for this purpose right here. Gengar a problem. So I'm trying to see if I don't break his sub with anything, right? I don't think I do. I feel like Starmie has no more use. So I'm going to sack Starmie here. Venusaur can still recover on Golem, beat Poliwrath, still Sleep Powder if it wants to land. While he may be able to burn me with the... I don't want him burning me though. You think he's sub Wisp? I feel like, because he could be, if he's sub Mega Drain. Like I want to go Rhydon. Because if he's not Mega Drain, obviously Rhydon eats every hit. Mega Drain isn't that common either. Sub, Shadow Ball, Sludge Bomb. I want to say Thunderbolt or Dazzling Gleam. He could be Wisp though. Like if he's Wisp as well, I would much rather Rhydon come in and break his sub. This is risking Mega Drain, right? But either way, I would have to go Muk after and break his sub. The only difference is Gengar would be at 100% versus the 75%. Let's see if he's Mega Drain. Shadow Ball. Okay, cool. So I break the sub. Lovely. Lovely. We break that sub. Not bad. Without risking my my Gengar. Excuse me, my Muk to Gengar's Will-o-Wisp. So we're able to break his sub right now. He's gonna knock me out with the second Shadow Ball. I'm gonna go for Earthquake again. I'm not gonna bother trying to predict. In fact, look at Gengar's legs. In fact, what I'm actually gonna do after is a little bit aggressive, but I'm gonna make this play. I believe Mew can knock out Gengar with Psychic, guaranteed. And I always live a Shadow Ball, right? Shadow Ball never KOs Mew. So I think it's worth doing this because this thing is a problem. And then my Venusaur basically gets free. It gets a lot of leeway versus his team. So I think we go Mew here. We're going to live Shadow Ball pretty easily. Outside of a crit could be bad. A crit probably knocks me out. But yeah, we'll live the Shadow Ball. We'll knock him out with Psychic. And we get rid of a bigger threat to my Venusaur, right? And also we relieve the pressure on Muk. And by that, I mean Muk is pressure to both check Gengar and to check Alakazam. So by doing this, by getting rid of Gengar, we're relieving the pressure on Muk. Now, he could go Golem maybe and Earthquake. I don't really care about that. Probably either go Zam or he goes something like that. Golem is 2 KO'd though. Goes out to Big Timmy right here. I don't think there's any way I'm going to lose to this. But I still think going hard into Muk is the play. Now, if my opponent reveals Shadow Ball, I think they're Calm Mind 3 attacks. I still think this is always a play. Going hard into Muk. Yeah, they go for Dazzling Gleam. And once again, I'm going for Mega Drain. I don't think I have to crunch. If they Calm Mind up, I live the next hit. I'll live the next hit anyway. Yeah, I don't mind them going for Dazzling Gleam here. They try to outplay me, but like I said, Mega Drain's going to let me live the next hit. And I'll be able to knock him out with Crunch after. Maybe he just thinks I don't have Crunch at this point. I still want to Mega Drain again because I don't want him going Golem. Let's see if he goes Poliwrath. Oh, he got me. Does opt to go Poliwrath, not bad. I mean, I'm still not in a losing position yet. At all. In fact, in order to not be in a losing position, period, my best play is to go Venusaur. Now, the reason why it's Venusaur is because what Venusaur allows me to do is it allows me to Sleep Powder the Alakazam if it comes in. It allows me to Sleep Powder, getting in Muk, and potentially letting me beat it 1v1. Yep, Ice Punch could play. Not going to knock me out, though. At the end of the day, I still have Melmetal, but Melmetal has not burnt a Sleep Turn yet, right? So I go for Mega Drain here. Go for Mega Drain right now. He's going to sack Poliwrath. Good. We take those. He's probably going to bring out his Alakazam and try to go for Calm Minds. We're going to go for Sleep Powder, praying we connect. And then it might come down to sleep turns. Because my opponent, I think, outplayed me on that turn. Because I was being really aggressive. Big Timmy coming out. What's up, Timmy? I sleep out of here. I think he's going to go for Calm Mind. If he goes for Psychic, then that doesn't matter. He messed up. He had to go for Calm Mind there. Because now I bring out Muk, and I just crunch into Mega Drain everything, and I win. Crunch into Mega Drain, guarantee knocks out Golem. Muk outspeeds it. So, like, he brought it back, but not to what he really needed. I mean, I guess he can crit me now. Otherwise, I'm clicking Crunch. Dazzling Gleam don't knock me out. Maybe he's going for the crit. He had to Calm Mind there, which is why I went for Sleep Powder. Like, he got me in the position he wanted, but didn't click the right move. And again, I guarantee knockout Golem with Crunch into Mega Drain. I'm also guaranteed faster than that thing too. He's really thinking hard about this turn. You know what I just realized? This is not my careful Muk. This is my sassy Muk. So Golem actually outspeeds me. But I don't think I'm going to lose anyway to it because I have a Mew. And Mew just cleans up at the end, so. Like, Golem's Earthquake does not knock out Mew. I mean, yeah. There's nothing. I can roost up on it. It also just depends on this. It also depended on like what his spread was and everything, but able to get the damage off, and my boy Young Mew is going to be able to finish him off right there. I'm about to say, does this dude click Stealth Rock? Like, oh, it's not the play. But yeah, Mew was able to come in, and as you can see, didn't always go as well as I wanted because the dude made a really nice call with his Zam and stayed in the Dazzling Gleam again. I was being really aggressive, like I said. I wanted to be really aggressive in this game. I wanted to change it up, but typically I'd always go for Crunch there. But, yep. Getting Mew, and we're going to be able to pick off the last Pokemon with Psychic, and that should be game. But as you can see, Mew's job in this game was to either clean up at the end if Zam went down, and also, again, getting rid of Gengar was so important because that meant that my Muk did not have to take that extra hit. So that was good game work. Guys, I'm going to get another game just so we can show off a little bit more of Mew. Maybe we can get a little nasty plot sweep going. It's a little bit tough with what's running around. You got Mega Beedrill, you got Mega Gengar, you got Mega Zam, right? But we'll still try our best. So we will be right back with another battle, my friends. Alright guys, so we have another game, and this is exactly the matchup that Mew likes. We have Flamethrower for Ninetales and Dugtrio. We have Psychic for Zapdos, Venusaur, and Jolteon. And we have Self-Destruct on Muk to deal with opposing Muk. So this would be a really nice matchup. Now, if I'm my opponent, I lead off with probably Venusaur to match up well versus my Rocker. And yeah, that's actually just really good. So I'm going to lead off with my own Venusaur to counter lead that. Ninetales is a problem, but between Muk, Thunder Wave, Starmie, Mew, and Melmetal, we should be okay. And I absolutely just love Venusaur in this game too. But this should be the game for Mew. Mew, I expected to get at least 2 KOs in this. At least. Or at the very most. Well, I can't say at the very most after I said at least 2 KOs. But at the least, I think it will KO the Muk, which has been weakened by my own Self-Destruct, and Venusaur. So that's the 2 KOs. So I'm assuming Ninetales lead, Venusaur lead, all those. Leads off of Ninetales, not bad. It's a really good anti-lead for my Venusaur. He's super Melmetal weak. I'm going to go directly out into my Melmetal here. Because it deals with Ninetales Ice Beam coming out, I can also just Earthquake immediately. My opponent might make a super aggressive play and double out into Dugtrio. That's a really aggressive play. I respect that play a lot if they made that play. But basically when Melmetal comes in, they don't switch in well to that at all. I can go for Earthquake, anticipating the Dugtrio to want to come out and potentially KOing that, getting rid of rocks. I can obviously switch back out into my Venusaur if they go out to their own Venusaur to try and Sleep Powder me, and then just trade some Sludge Bombs. Did they make the aggressive play turn 1? Oh, they went Venusaur. Okay, that's smart. So that avoid, well, that would avoid the, what's it called? Sleep Powder. But I wouldn't go for Sleep Powder versus that Pokemon. I was debating Sludge Bombing though, I'll be honest. Right back out into Venusaur we go. I do want rocks in this game, obviously to chip away and wear down Ninetales, to wear down Muk. But we're going to go right back out into Venusaur because we want to be able to react to that Sleep Powder if they go for it. Now, if they go for Sludge Bomb, they are one step ahead of me, but I think that Leech Seed or Sleep Powder is more likely. If they do Sludge Bomb, fantastic play. They go for Sleep Powder, nice. So because I am timid Venusaur, there's a chance here that I will actually win this trade unless they're timid themselves. Because if they are bold, then they don't have the speed increase that I have. But Sludge Bomb is relatively free. If they want to go out into Dugtrio, then I can put that thing to sleep or just Mega Drain it twice. But they have to stay in, and I do not mind damage on this Pokemon at all. It's good for Starmie. It's good for Rhydon having less switch-ins. Let's see if they're timid as well. Well, I won the first speed tie if they are. And that's a 3-hit KO. Tries to anticipate me to double. I guess in a Melmetal or Mew. I can see that. I can see Melmetal or Mew. I'm going to go for another Sludge Bomb. If they go Muk, that's fine too. I mean, I beat Muk 1v1 with Sludge Bomb plus Leech Seed anyway. And if they stay in, then now after that they're in KO range of Ice Beam from Starmie. So a really good turn. They do try to make an aggressive play early, which I might have done if my Mew had a way of dealing with Muk. I'll be honest. In the back of my head, I was thinking about going out to Mew. But because my Mew had no way of actually dealing with Muk initially, it didn't make sense to me. And after rocks are up, Venusaur should go down to Psychic unboosted. So that's really important. And I get multiple opportunities to get up rocks in this game. Well, the main one is versus Jolteon. But Muk is another one too. Though I want to be careful about Mega Drain. So stays in, nice. That's awesome for Starmie, because Starmie would not knock you out with Ice Beam. But just Sludge Bomb again. Are they just going to sack this? I'm okay with that, dude. I'm very okay. I would think they would go out into Dougie, if anything, right? To get up rocks. But then I'd just be able to the Mega Drain it back. If they go Muk, every bit of damage on Muk matters. Right? Every bit of chip on Muk matters. I think Venusaur is easily one of the best Megas, but I feel like M-Beedrill is a top one. For sure. Like, Zam is still obviously amazing, but it's not as good. At least on Showdown. Here, maybe a little bit here. You gonna go Dougie? Go Zapdos, beautiful. That's 2 chances to potentially get up rocks, and also poisoning you would be really nice for Mew. I get a crit, so my opponent is more than likely forced to go for Roost now. That really sucks for them, because I'm thinking if I didn't crit them, they would have went for a U-turn there. But I feel like because I did crit them, they're more than likely to go for Roost, which means I can get up my rocks with Rhydon on this thing. They actually keep up offensive momentum despite the crit. Okay, I see you fighting back. But I don't know if you guys noticed. That's 2 Pokemon in range of Mew. 2 Pokemon in range of Mew. So I'm assuming you're going to go right back out into... You're going to go right back out into Venusaur here? If they go Muk, I'm going to go out to my own Muk and start trading crunches. And then self-destruct. If they go Dugtrio, I am going to get up my rocks. Ninetales is also a really solid play. But Ninetales means I click double Iron Bash and get a KO because Zapdos got crit. Venusaur, okay, cool. So, Sleep Powder might come out. They might Sludge Bomb again. If they make a Sludge Bomb play really solid, catches my Venusaur, obviously. But my Venusaur is only here to just wear down his, for the most part. I guess it can also Leech Seed Muk, again, helping out Mew. I'm really hoping that I get the self-destruct, though, on the opposing Muk, so my Mew can clean up. I'm really hoping we end up having time to finish this battle. We're 14 minutes, man. Still 6-6. Let's see if they Sludge Bomb. Mega Drains. Uh-oh. Well, didn't make the aggressive play, and now Sludge Bomb basically picks me off a KO, or I get in Muk, and I get to Sleep Powder that. Or he goes Dugtrio, and I get to Mega Drain that twice. So, again, no point in predicting at all. As I've mentioned many times, every bit of damage matters. Hey, just give up Venusaur. That way my Rhydon has a field day. You can't even go Ninetales, man, because it's weak to Sludge Bomb. It won't die, but it'll take a ton. You gonna make the Dugtrio play? Makes the Muk play. Nice. Nice, nice. So I get a little bit of chip off on Muk, and I'm gonna attempt to Sleep Powder this thing. That did a lot, actually. I'm gonna attempt to Sleep Powder you. I will live one hit from this thing, whether it be Fire Blast or Fire Punch, because Mega Venusaur is incredibly bulky. And we do manage to land, which is awesome. So managing to land on the Muk is nice too. Again, helping out Mew a lot in the end game. Ideally, they stay in and they stay asleep for one more turn as I opt to Leech Seed them. And Leech Seed obviously dealing with everything. Venusaur, sleep is just really annoying. It's really annoying in this game. I'll be honest here. But that damage is crucial. Like that Sludge Bomb damage, the sleep is crucial. What are you going to go out into? Ninetales on the Leech Seed? Okay. I can see that. I can see that. I do miss. A little bit unfortunate. That's fine. Happens. Gonna go directly out into my Melmetal here. And I'm gonna click Earthquake with Melmetal too. I'm not even gonna double Iron Bash because I want Dugtrio coming in. Ghost Rice Beam. Let's see if they well, don't freeze me, sir. I appreciate that. Doesn't freeze me? Does it freeze me? Okay, it doesn't. Actually, there's no point in not clicking Double Iron Bash. Even if it goes Dugtrio, it doesn't matter. If he risks Hypnosis, it's only 60% chance to hit. Double Iron Bash should knock out Zapdos at the percentage it's at just because of the Sludge Bomb crit. It will knock out Ninetales. Jolteon takes over 50% from it. And I'm pretty sure Dugtrio is going to be 2 KO'd as well. So it's just good for me to click Double Iron Bash here. And Zapdos being gone is nice because my Venusaur isn't forced out by the idea of a potential Drill Peck. So I like how Venusaur went from not really doing much, even though it's really good, like it was really good in this game, to just being fantastic. My opponent having very little ways of dealing with it. So again, Double Iron Bash should pick up a KO unless my opponent opts to go out into Dugtrio. That's the only one that can take a hit. They do go Dugtrio. Smart play. Very nice. Nice. As you can see, it does tank the hit there. Now, I'm going to go for another one because I do eat the Earthquake, and if my opponent does opt to Earthquake me, that means that they don't get up rocks. If they get up rocks, I get a KO with Double Iron Bash, so it's a win-win for me. It is a win-win for me. If I get rid of Dugtrio, I don't get rocks up. While damage on Melmetal is important for my opponent because of their Ninetales potentially sweeping me, the fact that I have Thunder Wave on Starmie will help me check it, and also, again, I don't have to switch in this scenario. I will eat up your attack, and if I can prevent rocks in a metagame where rocks are always there to stay, I will. So while I wasn't able to prevent rocks, I still have my Melmetal at a good amount of HP. And we are chilling right now. So at this point, you probably go out into Venusaur or Zapdos. If you go Zapdos, you're going to try and Roost, which I will go for Earthquake on your Roost. If you go out into Jolteon, I'll Earthquake that. If you go Venusaur, I'll probably go back out to my own Venusaur, just to be safe. Trying to think what they want to do here. I want my Mew to do something, but a lot of Pokemon are going down before Mew can actually do something. Venusaur. I feel like if I'm my opponent now, I go for Sludge Bomb. But again, why risk when I already talked about this always being my switch-in? I'm actually, no, I don't know if I should, but I may be able to live the next Sludge Bomb if he goes for that. Okay, doubles into what? Ninetales? Nice play, dude. Nice play. Catching my Venusaur. Very nice, very nice. I think it might be time to just Nasty Plot up. I'll be real here. I'm going to let him knock me out with Ice Beam to get him Melmetal and pick up another KO. Because it's trade for trade now, basically. So, Ninetales picks me off, but I get a Melmetal and I click Double Iron Bash and once again pick up a KO. Big Double Iron Bash right now. It's time. Give me something. You want to go Jolteon? I'll get up rocks. Let me go in double Iron Bash right here again. This will knock out Ninetales. It'll knock out. It should knock out Zapdos again. I think Zapdos was at like 30%. I want to say after that Sludge Bomb. So that's in range of this ridiculously strong attack from Melmetal. I'm adamant Melmetal too. Oh, he's trying to freeze me, my friend. I don't have to double at all here. Doesn't get the freeze and gives me Ninetales. Fantastic. That might be it. That just might be it. I'm assuming that might be it. You're going to go out into Venusaur and attempt to Sleep Powder, right? That's all you can do. You got to pray that hits. So maybe they'll Sleep Powder here. Alright, punch. It doesn't matter. Better land that, buddy. I would have felt bad if he didn't land. The thing is, he still doesn't beat this Pokemon. Like, if I want to, I can stay in with Melmetal until I wake up and 1v1 the Venusaur. I just don't want to risk my Mew and have him going for sleep again. So, I'd much rather stay in here and just wait, right? Like, I don't want this this guy to go for anything besides Leech Seed here. I don't want Mew to come in on the Leech Seed. Especially because I can literally stay in with my Melmetal till I wake up, click Ice Punch, and Ice Punch guarantees a KO. So again, I'm pretty sure that I'll just double Iron Bash. I'm pretty sure everything's gonna drop to it anyway. It doesn't matter. This isn't Muk, right? If you did this to Muk, you'll beat Muk 1v1 because Muk doesn't do as much damage back. But this is big old Melmetal. Not only have I burnt the first turn of sleep, I could get a second turn wake right here. Zapdos will go down if it goes in. If he goes Muk for whatever reason, that's a poor play. Goes for Sludge Bomb. Doesn't matter. And now I should... Might wake up here. I might wake up here. I'm not switching out to Mew. I'm not risking anything. I'm going to keep clicking double Iron Bash till I die. This is a strong move, man. I'm assuming you might actually go Zapdos now. You should Mega Drain there, to be honest. Again, I know my way of winning, so it's not worth risking the Pokemon. Especially because there's no boundaries on this. Big Jolteon? Go Zapdos. If I wake up here, which I believe I should. Yep, Zapdos should die to double Iron Bash. Because it is incredibly powerful, yep. Zapdos is therefore 2 KO'd. Not bad at all. No Leech Seed recovery for you, sir. And again, Nasty Plot Mew should be able to do this at the end. Especially because it's self-destruct. Jolteon comes out. I believe Thunderbolt will knock me out, but I don't want to risk... I don't want him doubling. I'll just Earthquake here. Like, Thunderbolt, if it doesn't actually do 86%, then Melmetal picks up another KO. And then Mew wins at the end once again. Yep, knocks me out. I get in right on. I can click Earthquake. Pick up my KO next. You cannot stop that. I guess, again, my opponent could just try and put all my Pokemon to sleep. Which would be devastating. So maybe they'll Shadow Ball here. If they sack Muk, that's a basic good game with Mew. They sack Muk. Goes Venusaur. Okay, immediately into Venusaur. I'm going to keep Rhydon alive because it beats that. He'll probably Mega Drain here. I'll risk Mew now because I think he will go for Mega Drain. I feel like when at that percentage, because of what I had, you can afford to go for Mega Drain. If they goes for Sleep Powder, great play. But Mew can just Flamethrower. Yeah, Mega Drain's nice. That did a lot. Alright, we just click Flamethrower here and knocks out Venusaur. It also damages Muk. And also, Muk dies to Earthquake, so next time I get in Jolteon, it's just really good for me. It's very good for me. So I click Flamethrower now. I hit Muk. Jolteon, smart play too. Didn't want to let me hit Muk there, I see you. We're going to get in my Muk now because we eat every hit, especially Shadow Ball, and I can just crunch through him. I think what he's trying to do is endgame it with Jolteon versus Starmie, Weaken Rhydon, and everything like that. He might double? Would he double? Maybe he will. But as long as this is Rhydon versus Jolteon, I'm good. So he may double here. Doesn't double because I switch first. Let's see. Would you Shadow Ball? I think you Shadow Ball because I have Rhydon. Yep, Shadow Ball is nice. I'm gonna eat that up. Hey, no Spadef drop, thanks. Thank you very much. Let's go ahead and crunch now. I don't mind taking Jolteon from you. Goes for Thunder Wave. Okay, awesome. So he can't even put me to sleep now. Fantastic. Can't put me to sleep. Can't Leech Seed me. He's trying to 1v1 me with the yellow color, though. It doesn't work out for him. And I will just go for Crunch again. Honestly, if you go Muk, I'm going to self-destruct on that thing, and then I get to bring in Mew. I will self-destruct on you if you go Muk. Which is a good chunk. It KOs you with Flamethrower. I don't think there's an endgame where my opponent can go for it, like win. I also have a lot of Pokemon, so if they try to timer me here, it won't work either. So what do you want to do, my friend? What are you going to do here? I will definitely be self-destructing on Muk. That's a given. There's no denying that. Alright, goes for Thunderbolt. It's not going to beat me down. I don't get fully paralyzed. Jolteon is gone. So Starmie is now the fastest Pokemon in the game right now on the teams, as well as the fact that I have what's it called? A Rhydon. Now the really cool thing about me being Bold Starmie here is I can Thunder Wave. I can live a hit from Muk. If let's say he goes Venusaur now. I'm going for Self-Destruct versus Venusaur. Yep. I can then Thunder Wave the Muk, and I can allow my Rhydon to outspeed it. So we're going to Self-Destruct on you. Self-Destruct on you. Sludge Bomb should not be able to do much. I get full paralyzed. Let's see if we can actually break through. Be nice. It'd just be really nice to break through. Doesn't matter too much. But I would maybe not like to be 1v1'd. We get full paralyzed twice in a row. Alright. Nice and close. Getting it nice and close here. However, I can, like I said, literally bring out my Starmie. And click Thunderbolt. I mean, Ice Beam, excuse me. I'm Ice Beam on Starmie, on this one. That's the reason why I was talking about it. And that should be able to deal with him. Like, Ice Beam knocks you out. I could also go Mew and just Flamethrower. Why not? See if we can use Mew here. Get up a KO. Before the game ends, pick up the final KO with Mew. Assuming he's going to give it to me. Let's see, 3 seconds left. 2, 1, pick your move. Alright, Mew picks up the final KO of the game. But basically how the end game would have went is that... I'm going to say the final KO of the game because that's it, match time. But how the end game would have went is he would have went Muk after and the game ends. But I would have Flamethrowered that until he woke up. And then I would have gotten Starmie and Scalded until he woke up. And let's say he gets 3 turns of sleep. I win the game anyway with double Flamethrower into Scald. But if he does wake up there, Mew's going to be able to come in and... or if he does wake up, Starmie's going to be able to come in and click Thunder Wave. And I live a crunch from Muk, so if I miss the first Thunder Wave, I always have a chance for the second one. Again, I'm Bold Starmie, so I'll always live it. I Thunder Wave it to guarantee that my Rhydon does outspeed it. That way he can't outspeed me in Mega Drain, and then I outspeed him. I go for Earthquake and that wins. So that would have been the end game there. But that was a fun one. Two really close games down the wire. Mew unfortunately was not able to sweep. But it's a little bit iffy when you're playing versus sleep turns and people with sleep moves. But I do hope you guys all enjoyed. Of course, if you did, feel free to leave a like and subscribe. Feel free to leave a suggestion down below. Check out the team building guide if you guys want to see that. Thank you, Funbot, for the team. And goodbye, my friends.